Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to collect the seeds from 3 different plants. So let's go. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, thank you so much for supporting me. And I really do hope you've been enjoying the content that I've been sharing lately. My channel is all about gardening on a budget. It's something that I feel very passionately about, and I love being able to share all the different ways that I am able to garden on a budget with all of you. I wanted to video this particular section because I wanted to show you just how beautiful all these plants are that you see in front of me here. There are some plants over on this side here that are in a pot. And then behind me, there are some hanging baskets that have flowers in them. There's a rock wall down below that has some flowers there. Almost all the plants that you see in this shot right here were from plants that I started from seed. And they were mostly plants that I started from seed that I collected last year or the year before last. I love perennials. I think they're wonderful. But what I tell a lot of people is, along with collecting the seeds of perennials, it's so important to collect the seeds of annuals because you can get so much impact in your yard with annuals, because annuals can bloom spring, summer, all the way until a frost hits them in the fall time. And since I rely so heavily on both annuals as well as perennial flowers, I love to collect the seeds from both of them. I've made a lot of videos showing you my process for collecting seeds from plants as well as how to start those seeds. I'll be sure to put links to those playlists down in the description below. I recently visited a park close to my home, and I made a video showing you my process for collecting the seeds of a few plants while I was there. Well, that day I collected a ton of seeds from lots of different plants. So I'm going to call this part 2 of my visit with Prescott Park, which is in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. In this video, I'm going to show you how to collect the seed from 3 plants. We have the Cleome, and then there's annual Vinca, and then finally there's Anise Hyssop. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. It's free to you, but it will let you know every time I post a video out there. I will be posting more videos showing you how to collect the seeds from different plants, so be on the lookout for that. I'm quickly going to show you a highlight of what the park looks like when I visited Portsmouth that day. They have some beautiful grounds there, beautiful flowers that are maintained, and you can tell they're maintained based on how beautiful that park is. So now let's get into collecting some of those flower seeds. Over here is a very pretty Cleome, and that's an annual. It's a white color. So come on in closer and I'm going to show you a few things to look for. Right in the center, those are the flower buds. And when the flower buds open up, right here, this white color, these are the blossoms on the outside of the plant here. This right here is a flower bud that's gone by and it started to form a seed pod. But the seeds that are in the seed pod are not ready yet. Normally, the seeds that you want to pick are going to be down more near the bottom of the plant. See the seed pod here? It's definitely a darker green color compared to the other seed pod that I just showed you. Let's go ahead and pick this off. And if you just rub it in your hand like this, you will see that the seeds are just falling out in my hand. And it's amazing. Every seed will create a brand new plant. Here's a close-up shot at what these Cleome seeds and seed pods look like. You'll notice that the seeds are very small next to the US dime. I like to store all my seeds in clear plastic bags that are 2 by 3 inches. And I bought these off Amazon. You can use whatever you want. You can use a paper bag or an envelope or even a glass jar. The big thing is make sure that your seeds are completely dry. And when I store my seeds, especially if the seeds are big enough, I like to separate the seeds from the non-seed material. You'll notice that I also put the name of the plant as well as where I got the seeds from and then the year that I collected the seeds all on the little bag. I'm so excited. I have Vinca at my house. I mostly have the pink colored one. This one here you can see is like a light purple color, violet color with a white center, and it's gone to seed. So I'm going to show you what to look for when you collect the seeds from Vinca now. This right here is the flower bud, and the flower bud's going to open up eventually. And this is what the flower looks like. So if you follow the plant down along the stem, see these right here? Believe it or not, these are the seed pods, but they're a green color. And they're near the flower, near the top of the plant. Typically, when you want to collect the seeds, you're going to go down a little bit more And see that right there? That right there is a seed pod that has opened up. Let's check and see if there are any seeds inside of it. When I pulled it, I was able to get some of the seeds that came off of this part of the seed pod. And see right there, the green seed pod? You can see right through it. There's little black specks. Those are the seeds, and that means that those seeds are ready to be picked. To release the seeds, what you want to do is just squeeze open the seed pod. Since a few days have passed, the seed pods have opened up on their own. But if they hadn't opened up, what you'd want to do is just gently remove the seeds by rubbing the seed pod together in your hands. And you can often open up a seed pod. I pulled these seed pods off just to show you the difference between a seed pod that's not ripe and ones that are ripe. And notice the color difference. You always want to wait for the seed pod to go from this green color to more of a tan color. And again, like I showed earlier, you would also notice the black seeds showing through your seed pod. Here's a close-up shot at what the Vinca seed pods as well as the black seeds look like. And you can once again see the size of both of those next to the US dime. I also want to mention that I let all my seeds dry for about a week, and I have them all on folded pieces of paper. So when the seeds are dry, I can then just funnel the seeds off of the paper into the little Ziploc bags. This is still Portsmouth, and this is still part of Prescott Park. But you can see that the gardens here there's a lot more native plants here, and they're basically in little sections and rows. So let's see what we can collect for seed out in these gardens here. Here we have some Anise Hyssop. And the way that you know that Anise Hyssop is going to seed is if you come right in and look very carefully, there are little black seeds inside of the flowers. I want you to notice the color of the seed pods. The plant is still purple. So it's not like you have to wait for the Anise Hyssop plant to turn a brown color before you can collect the seeds. That's usually true of a lot of plants. The key with Anise Hyssop is you should be able to see the seeds when you look down inside of it. And I showed that in an earlier clip when we were showing the plant in Portsmouth. So a lot of the seeds have already fallen out of the plant here, but I did want to mention that. And to remove the seeds from here, all you have to do is just gently tap this, and the seeds do come out just like that. They come out very easily, actually. And here's a nice close-up of what the seed pods as well as the seeds look like for Anise Hyssop. I wanted to end this video here at the front of my house because there are so many flowers that I started from seed here. The flowers range from dahlias, we have the vinca, there's also the lobelia, and then finally alyssum. I wanted to show you that you can make such a great impact in your own landscape by collecting your own seeds and starting your own plants with those seeds. Be on the lookout. I'm going to be making a lot more videos just like this one. Until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.